Hello brothers and sisters, welcome to a new video. In this video you will be learning something crucial in today's modern age. You will be learning and asking 3 questions to determine whether your clients perceive you as a responsible or sustainable company. Now, being perceived as a responsible company is absolutely crucial today because 76% of global consumers are prioritizing brands that are sustainable. And basically, by not adapting to this demand of being sustainable and responsible, you are saying to your competitors, "Oh daddy, yes, please take my clients." Now, in exactly those words. But here is where most brands get it wrong. And by the way, this video will be, the research has been done through different studies like the NYU Stern and different, basically just logic and speaking with various brands, analyzing the market and asking customers what they actually resonate with. So what most brands get wrong when they want to adapt to this demand of sustainability, responsibility, is they invest all of their money into CSR reports and certifications. But if you want to get seen as a responsible brand, those are not the way to go, and I'll get into that why, etc. But I understand everyone is saying, yeah, you have to be more transparent, you have to do CSR reports, you have to do certifications. But let me tell you this, no one understands your certifications and no one read your CSR report, which doesn't lead to a responsible brand image. Because real perceived responsibility comes from product-linked actions, like planting a tree for every product sold. Now, as a brand, this may shock you, but being perceived as responsible and being actually responsible are 2 very different things. Because if your brand wants to grow loyalty and trust, perception is as much important as intention. Now, let's get into the 3 questions to ask yourself to see if your consumers perceive you as a responsible brand. Question number 1. Is your impact tangible at the product level? When someone buys a product from you, do they know what impact they had? Not what your brand does in general, but what their purchase concretely impacted. How tangible and quantifiable is the positive impact they made through your purchase or through their purchase on your website? Now you need to put yourself in the consumer's pants and really ask yourself, do they feel their purchase impacted their life positively, not the product's utility itself, but in regards of the environment, the air pollution, the health reasons, etc., creating jobs. Do they feel better about themselves? And especially, this is a key point here, do they feel involved in the impact? So if you want to be seen as sustainable, remember this: people do not buy certifications, they buy stories, and especially the ones that involve them. So a quick debrief of this point: you have to quantify how much their impact or their purchase has contributed to a better world or to a less worse world. And that's why one tree planted for every product sold is so good, to actually make a positive impact on the planet regarding carbon emitted and carbon sequestered over 40 years is really interesting, but also really connecting with the consumer, because you can turn around how their purchase impacts their life and how they feel involved in the journey of creating jobs, creating food, regenerating ecosystems, purifying the air they're literally breathing. Question number 2. Can a 10-year-old understand your sustainability messaging? Customers do not decode ESG reports or complex certifications. If your impact is not understandable from a kid's perspective, it will not be memorable. So making your messages as a tree is planted after your purchase is simple and relatable. But another message that would be 50% carbon offset with trusted partners is too distant from their understanding. Not saying your consumers are stupid, but they are just here to buy pants and they will choose the ones that are more understandable and perceived as responsible. Now you can put your messages into stuff like ChatGPT or other tools in order to ask him what is the complexity of this kind of messages in order related to your customer base. So I don't know what your demographic of customers are, but you ask him regarding this, how well would they understand it? So at this point you should kiss this point. Keep it super simple. Now the question 3 in the all 3 questions is an actionable question. Did you run A/B tests and did you run surveys to ask your customers if they felt involved in the action that is sustainable from your company? So you have to test what actually works. You cannot assume that your brand is perceived as a responsible brand. You have to actually ask your customers. You could run short customer surveys just after their purchase and test different messages and see what resonates best with them. By the way, if you do not want to use all of the time and money and energy in order to A/B test all of the different sustainability messages, I created a full video explaining what sustainability messages are the most effective. It's a long video going into a depth study. You can watch it and you can basically not waste time or less time. You'll probably have to A/B test still for your own niche, but this will still take off all of the fluff of what doesn't work 100%. So just to make sure, the question you should ask in the survey should be something like this. What did you think our brand contributed to the planet to with your purchase? If their answer doesn't match your actual initiative, you've got a perception gap. And you can refine that through simple messages and bringing it close to home to what it impacts in their own life and involves them in the initiative. Remember this, the most powerful sustainability message is not the one that seems the smartest. It's the one customers feel with. It's the one customers relate to and are proud to share with all of their friends. Now, I do not want you to think that it's only talking in order to be an actual responsible company. You have to walk the walk. You cannot only talk the talk because you'll be seen as greenwashing, but refining your message is absolutely crucial in order to be seen as a responsible company, and that will initiate the ones that take the decisions on where to allocate the money, the CEO, CFO, marketers, to invest more money into sustainability, not just the bare minimum to pass by regulations. So just to finish up the video, I want to show you something, because you may think that, okay, well, we tested these best sustainability initiative messages like 1 tree planted for every product sold, but still our customers we still think we are pollutant, we are bad for the planet, etc. So let's take, this is your brand, okay? This is a kind of A/B pants, okay? What a great logo I made, huh? What a great design artist I am. Now, your perception is already a certain perception. You already have, let's say, a bad reputation regarding the environment. Like a tree is not in your reputation. Now, in order to cancel out this entire reputation, you have to repeat a certain message over a long time period. 1, 2, 3, okay? Repeat the same message, like 1 tree planted for every product sold, over a long period of time until people associate your brand with tree planting or the certain initiative you have started. This is a question of branding. You will mix a certain initiative with your brand until people actually relate and combine the two. I hope that visual demonstration helps you a bit, and thank you very much for watching. If you found any freaking value out of this, might as well share it with your friends or some marketer or CFO. Thanks for watching. Peace and love. Love you all, brothers and sisters. I never